Wow, I think the summer's finally arrived. Although in here in the living room you can't really tell because there's a jungle in the way. Good morning guys, how you all doing? I'm doing okay. My cold that I had last week, it's starting to lift, I believe. It's gone away from my throat. I didn't really have it in my nose so much. Although last night I was coughing, but I'm pretty sure it's going away now. And yes, I'm having a coffee. I need it because I've decided, with the weather being nice so far, I can tackle the garden. I can get rid of this jungle. That front window, look at the state of that. I think that's the worst it's ever been. The back garden's just as bad as well. I'm glad the weather's finally improving because for the most of the week, again, it's just been raining. We'd have bouts of sunshine and then lots of rain again. In fact, I think it was only yesterday that we finally had a day where there was no rain at all. The day before that it was nice and sunny, went very dark, and all of a sudden the heavens opened up. 2 minutes later it went away again. I don't know. Oh yes, I want to show you something. I finally finished this yesterday. My dashcam Chris video, the first one. It has taken me months to get that sorted out. I mean, you remember all the problems I was having burning the DVD in the first place? Let me just recap. It was telling me that there were too many videos, even though it was only 89 minutes long, and so it wouldn't render. So I did it on a dual layer disc. After that, I thought, I'm just going to try it on a single layer just to see what would happen, and it would do it. It's like it needs to know that it can. I don't get that. The other problem I was having was I'd done the DVD cover, but I couldn't get my PC to connect to the Wi-Fi. And it wasn't because it was a new Wi-Fi, it was because this thing, what connects the PC to the Wi-Fi, stopped working altogether. It just will not work. So yesterday, because I had a bit of time, I went up into my loft. I have a bag full of computer stuff, you know, cables and boxes and other things that I don't use anymore, like disk drives. And I brought that downstairs and it had the box that this came in. However, in the box there was no disc, there was no instructions, no troubleshooting guides. I decided to train my laptop to print DVD size by getting the specifications off of this one, and it managed to do it. I was able to print it off. So then of course I had to put the disc labeling software onto my laptop. That did it pretty much straight away. I was able to print that off. And then on a whim, I thought, I wonder if I've got a cable that will attach the PC to the printer, because you know they're very close together. The first cable I pulled out of the bag was this one, and sure enough it worked. So after all that faffing about of trying to sort it out on my laptop, and I had the cable for it. I think this is actually the cable for the printer, but that goes into the back of the printer, and as you can see, USB. So now I have two ways of printing those pictures off. But I'm glad I actually got to do it through the laptop, because sooner or later this PC is just going to stop working altogether, and I need to be able to still print those covers. Finally sorted that out. I actually want to sort a lot of things out today. I'm actually bustling with energy. I mean, my conservatory really needs sorting out. I want to move things about. My bedroom, there are things up there that I want to go through and get rid of. But I'm focusing on my gardens today. They really need doing. I've not done any gardening whatsoever this year, and it's nearly the end of June. So I'm going to go and finish my coffee. I have to move my car away from the wall. I don't want any trimmings going all over it. And hopefully get it all done before any rain comes, because there's every chance of that. I was about to say it's only taking me half an hour, but actually it's almost an hour. But I finally got the front done. Look at it. Look at how beautiful it looks. Ish. At least I can now see out of my window, and there's actually daylight in the living room now. Oh, and you're probably wondering what these are. These are sleeves that I got from work. They handed them out, and then a few months later they handed out shirts with sleeves, so it was like, well, what do we do with these? And they were just like, we don't know. So I brought them home. They're great for gardening, stops all the scratches on my arms that I usually get. Anyway, I'm now debating on whether or not to stop for now, because it's 10:30, and maybe go and get a sandwich for my dinner, but I'm not exactly that hungry. So I think I'm going to get started on all of this. Look at the state in it. And that garden's a lot bigger than the front, so it's going to take a lot longer than an hour. Oh, actually I should really get on with that, because I've noticed something. There are clouds in the distance and they're heading this way. So there could be rain heading this way. According to the weather apps, it's supposed to be sunny all day. And some of you are probably wondering, why are you wearing this? It's to stop the sweat from getting into my eyes. I'm really not looking forward to doing this part. Oh well, sooner I start, the sooner I finish. It's now 11:05 and my stomach's just gone grumble, grumble, grumble. I want food. I decided not to go to the sandwich shop because I remembered I had a microwave meal in the fridge. Chicken and bacon pasta bake, my favourite. Well, one of. As for the garden, I've managed to do half of the bottom, the grass. It's taking some doing, but I've took a chunk out of it. Still got the other half of that. And then this grass here, which is longer, I'm just realising. And then the worst part, the hedge. I really hate doing this hedge because it gets so high, and I try to chop it lower, but the hedge trimmer just won't go through some of the branches, so I have to get my knife out. And as you probably can tell, wow, sorry, the viewfinder is worse than usual. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that sorted, I think. I've just noticed. Wow, that's bad. Oh, and now I've tapped it, it's gone back to the way it was before, but it's still not very clear. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying, you probably noticed the sun's sort of going in and out. That's because it's more cloudy now. So I'm just going to have a quick break, quick bite to eat, watch a bit of telly, and then carry on with this. When I said those clouds over there were coming this way, I was wrong, they were going that way. It's just that they seem to be coming this way. They were getting bigger and bigger. Just hoping my luck will hold out, that I'll get the garden done before any rain arrives. Here's hoping. Well, I'm done. Wow, it's doing that silly thing again. Oh, and I've finished the garden finally. Oh, hold on, I can't go out there without my shades on. Well, actually I can, the sun's gone in again. There's been some big clouds coming over. Yes, I know it still looks a bit of a mess, but it's trimmed. I can't reach that, I'd have to shove my way through the bushes. But the grass is cut, and down the bottom, and the hedge has been done. I'm kind of thinking that when I finally get somebody to come and take this tree away, because that's the idea, maybe they can take away a lot of the other stuff and maybe trim this, what I call a man-eating tree. Because I don't want to get rid of that one, but that one I definitely do. It's uprooting everything. But finally, I'm glad I've finished. I started at what, 9:30. I had something like a 40-minute break while I ate and watched TV, and it's just coming up to 2 o'clock. I've done it quicker than I was hoping for. I'm kind of wondering what my hair's going to look like when I take this off. Shall we have a look? Because I can still see what's happening. Oh, no, put it back. I think what I need to do now is have a shower. Had my shower, I've even shaved. Not that I can tell because the camera's gone funny again. I don't even know if my hair's a mess. Whatever. By the way, I forgot to mention Monday I took my car to the garage, but because there was no fault indicator light on the dashboard, they decided that they didn't want to change my coil pack just in case it isn't the coil pack, and they can't really check until that light comes on. So I said, right, the next time it comes on I'll go in and they can check it then, because it still does it every now and then. It like Sometimes it wants to do it, sometimes it doesn't. If I remember right, all day yesterday, it was fine. I don't know. This camera certainly isn't. Maybe I'll go and see if I can get it sorted out next week. Right, now what do I do with myself? I think what I'm going to do is walk the dog down into the woods, up the hill, through the housing estate, to the pub for a pint. Why not? So I decided to stay just for the one drink. Although I did ask Harley, shall I stay for another drink or shall we go? He jumped up at me when I said the word go. To be honest though, I'm starting to get hungry and I could eat here, but it was starting to actually get a bit busy. And then I felt some wind pick up and I was like, suspicious. So I checked my weather app and apparently there's a yellow warning for a thunderstorm nearby. So I don't want to get caught in that if it happens. But for now the sun is absolutely glorious. Been enjoying sitting in it. Once again I started thinking I should have put my shorts on. I never learn, do I? Hopefully next time I'll remember. I'm starting to think that weather app lied to me because it's nice and sunny. It's glorious out there. There are clouds passing by, but that's it. So I figured might as well have my second one now. To be honest, like I said earlier, it was starting to get a little bit busy. So where am I going with this? I want it over here. I'm going to sign off now. I am just going to chill out for the rest of the day. It's been a busy one. Was there something else I wanted to show you guys? Ah yeah, something I picked up, not last week, but the week before. I got it from Aldi. This thing, it's a bike stand. It's only $7.99. I don't know if it's any good. Guess I'll find out at some point when I finally decide to sort this mess of a conservatory out. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. And my viewfinder is almost back to normal again. Somebody's panting. Yeah, I'm going to go now. Oh, now I can see how messy my hair actually is. I'm going to say it for a third time. I'm now going to go. I'm trying to avoid that word. I will now say thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. I just realised something. Now that I've cut that hedge, I've got a lot of sunlight coming through the window. I guess I'm going to have to keep wearing these in the living room